Hi people, this is Lee again with a new tutorial about how to install WordPress locally if you are using Wamp Server in Windows. Actually, I just recorded this video in Spanish, which is my native language, and I'm doing some sort of experiment right now. I'm going to upload the same video in English to see where I get more views first. So first we need to start by launching Wamp, and you just come to your programs on your computer and you open it, and then on your URL you will go to localhost. Okay, so on localhost, on the left hand side here you can see under tools phpMyAdmin, which is where you are going to create your databases, and then on the right hand side you see your projects, which is all the folders where you have your WordPress installations. In this case, as you can see, I have a lot of installations here that I use for testing, and you can either start by creating one of your folders first, or by creating your database in phpMyAdmin. It doesn't matter the order in this case, but I'm going to start by going to phpMyAdmin, and here you are going to log in with root unless you have changed it, and normally the password contraseña that would be empty. In my case, I do have a password, so I'm going to enter it and continue. Okay, so here we are. Now, as you can see where it says nueva, which is new, Spanish classes too, so we're going to create a new database. So I'm going to call it a new site. Very creative. And then here we are going to choose cotejamiento or collation if it's in English, and we're going to create. For some reason my browser is in Spanish, but it used to be in English. I mean, the other browser is in English. I don't know why I didn't use that one, but anyways, let's continue. We have right now already our new database, which is new site. Now we are ready to go ahead and create the new installation. So for that, you will go to local disk C, then you will go to WAMP64 www, and here you are going to create your new folder, which you should give it the name same as the name of the website you are going to create. In this case, I'm just going to call it just the same way as my new database, which is new site. Okay, so here we go. Then if I access to it right now, there's nothing on it. So if you want to test it, let's go to localhost new site. As you can see, we are just getting this because there's nothing on it. So let's go back to the folder where we have it, and then we are going to install here WordPress, which is very simple to do. First, let's go to wordpress.org/download. Yep, and you go to download WordPress. This is the latest version right now, and then after you download it, which is, I have it already here, WordPress. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy all of the files. I'm going to select them all, Control C to copy. Then I'm going back to my folder installation, and which is new site. Where is it? I can't see it. New site right here. And then I'm going to paste it, and this is going to take a little bit. Okay, now that we already have all of the files here, you will notice that there is a little file called wp-config-sample. Then what we're going to do with this is we're going to copy with Ctrl C, paste, Ctrl V, and then we are going to delete the sample part, because this is just the structure. And this little file right here is the one that is going to connect to the database right here. So what we're gonna do now, it's we're gonna open it. We're going to enter the name of our database. In this case, as you may already noticed, it's new site. And then your username, remember when we access to the phpMyAdmin, we enter root right here. And then remember I said that the password normally is empty, so you would normally leave this empty, but in this case I do have a password that I'm going to enter. And then I'm going to save it with Control S, or you could also do it by going to File and then Save. Okay, so if I go to my website now, right here, I'm going to refresh. You will see that it's asking me to continue with the installation. So we choose the language English, and then the title of your website, which is website title, I don't know, username. I'm going to use no limits. Try to avoid using admin, because when somebody's trying to hack your website, that is the first thing that they're going to try. Okay, now the password, I'm going to leave the same password, but I'm going to copy it. And then for the email, I'm just going to enter my email address logically. And I'm going to discourage the search engine from indexing the site. This is a good practice when you are working on a staging site, but remember to uncheck this when your site is in production. So then you hit install WordPress, and I'm going to save this information because it's going to ask me to log in, and then I'm going to log in. And then you see it's asking me to log in. I'm going to enter, oops, so it was this, and it already has a password because I remembered it. Oops, didn't remember it properly. And there we go. This is the WordPress installation now, so that's really simple. You can have as many installations as you wish on your computer, and that way you won't be loading your server with unnecessary installations. I hope you have liked this video. If you do, please consider subscribing, give me a like and share.